Think about the last time someone questioned your decision. What did you do? You explained. You justified. You gave reasons. And the more you explained, the less they respected you. This is not a coincidence. The greatest men in history knew something about this that most men today have completely forgotten. The more you explain yourself, the more you reveal your need for approval. Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire on earth. Every decision he made affected millions of lives. Generals questioned him. Senators challenged him. Even his own family doubted him. He never explained himself to any of them. Not because he was arrogant, because he understood something fundamental about how human psychology works. When you explain yourself, you are asking for permission. Not openly, not with words, but with your energy. You are saying, please understand me. Please agree with me. Please validate what I have done. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. The emperor did not argue. He did not debate. He acted and let the results speak. Miyamoto Musashi, the greatest swordsman who ever lived, wrote one rule that his students struggled with most. Do not speak of useless things. They asked him, what is a useless thing? He said, any word spoken to justify yourself to someone who has already made up their mind about you. Because here is what silence actually communicates. I do not need your understanding. I do not need your approval. I know what I am doing, and I will prove it with results. This is not coldness. This is not arrogance. This is the language of a man who has nothing to prove. And people can feel that. They feel it immediately. The man who explains himself constantly broadcasts insecurity. The man who stays quiet broadcasts power. Epictetus, born a slave, became the most respected philosopher in Rome, identified the root of this problem 2,000 years ago. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid with regard to external things. He was saying this, as long as you need people to understand you, they control you. Every time you feel the urge to explain, ask yourself, who am I explaining this to? And why does their opinion have power over me? A man who was once someone's literal property understood freedom better than most men who have never worn chains. Freedom is not doing whatever you want. Freedom is not needing anyone to agree with what you do. So if you don't explain yourself, what do you do instead? The Stoics had a clear answer. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. You redirect. Instead of spending energy convincing people, you spend it building. Instead of crafting the perfect explanation, you take the next action. Because the only real answer to doubt is results. Not words, not explanations, not arguments. Results. Seneca put it this way, per aspera ad astra, through hardship to the stars. The path is the answer. Walk it. Let others watch. Here is what changes when you stop explaining yourself. First, people start paying attention. The man who does not justify his decisions becomes interesting, unpredictable, difficult to dismiss. Second, your self-respect grows. Every time you resist the urge to explain, you send a message to yourself. My actions are enough. I am enough. Third, the right people find you. You do not need to convince the right people. They recognize you without explanation. They see what you are building, and they want to be near it. Beware of the man who does not talk and the dog that does not bark. Ancient proverb. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is compression. The man who speaks rarely is heard completely when he does. Marcus Aurelius built an empire. Musashi won 61 duels. Epictetus freed his mind while in chains. None of them did it by explaining themselves to people who were not ready to understand. They moved, they built, they proved. The next time you feel the urge to justify, to explain, to defend, stop. Take that energy, put it into the work. Let your actions speak. Everything else is noise. This is Memory Shadows, ancient wisdom, modern stories. If this made you think, you know what to do.